Okay, hello, Domikos. With bombing their dungeons, some people... clicked off my screen. You know... Sometimes things are to... You know, the good news... Although I didn't actually grab it yet, I do gotta do it. Good news is... You can grab old patches. That's the good news. Kiss her butt. But imagine going into, review something. Yeah, I didn't like it. Why I didn't like it? It's too hard. Me right now? Holy moly. I died twice? This is unbelievable. I'm washed? This is too hard. I hate this game. Oh, I got to be line, but I moved slightly more left. Ooh, I was about to die. Damn it. Pace that did 9/11. My favorite thing is when I make a game. And not just a game, but a game I've made before, like a sequel to a sequel. Because people liked my previous games. And I go and do the same thing I did before. But then somebody complains about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ignore everyone who likes this. This guy complained about it. I'm gonna have to nuke this. And again, like I said, at the very least, the option to get old patches exists. Escape rule. You know, there's a lot of questionable things you can rightfully so, you know, that you criticize Valve for. But I gotta admit that, like, they might be the best. Nobody played with the invisible paths instead. I'm sure some people have, but like, here's the thing. Okay, and this comes from my like opinion on things. Okay, so this is me. Like, I have my problems with the invisible paths. Okay. I am not someone who is going to write a review on Steam. I don't think I ever have, and I don't know if I will. I'm not someone who sees a single need to ever write a review for something on Steam. So that's the thing. If I ever have a problem with something like that, I'm not... 2 days, so took your review virginity. I understand that. I'm not someone who's going to do that in wake of this. I understand the thought of doing it. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. I'm just not so... It's like I don't comment, really. I don't really comment on things. I don't chat in other people's streams, really. Ooh, that was sketchy. It just feels like a thing that a lot of companies do that tends to backfire, and not just companies, but like people in general, which is they'll get a little bit of backlash over something, and just abruptly be like, oh, well, we gotta change, we gotta complete 180 on this. Ignoring the potential consequences of doing that. But at the first sign of trouble, it's just, oh, just throw in the towel. Like, it's not like he, because he could have, and he said it like now, and I think that it was just kind of panic-based because of this impulsory, which is, you know, with some balance and some design. He's like, hey, I'm open for people actually giving me their feedback and seeing this type of thing. Which, if you want to make changes like that, it's a good thing. But, like, if he added a toggle, he put it in the difficulty sections. Hey, if you want these dungeons, here we put a toggle. You can put on the hard dungeons or the easy ones. Right? He could have done something like that, but just to go and just completely gut them, like just on impulse. It's a panic thing at the result of any amount of negative feedback. I see this mods with people who mod things as well. It's just you create something, you're like, wow, look at this, and then like there's a tiny bit of negative feedback. It's like, this is terrible. I have to completely scrap everything. We'll ignore everything else, anything else we might enjoy, but like just a tiny bit out there. Above and beyond gutting it. I mean, I'd just say gutting it. Like, gutting it, I think, is the fair term. He just completely gutted the, dungeon design. Right? Like, he just gutted the core mechanics of it. Of a lot of the complicated dungeons. I have yet to see the deets myself, of course. But, well, I'll get to that eventually. But it's not only like if he made the game as is without complicated dungeons, you'd be like, well, I kind of removed this feature from the games, didn't have these, but that's fine. It's to do it completely without. Have you the screenshot? Oh, you mean the ice dungeon? Yeah, I saw that. Gutted is I think the proper term for it. He just completely gutted it. It's just a wide open dungeon without anything else to it. He gutted the mechanic that made that dungeon what it was. Version 1.08. I was going to do that. I just didn't have enough time. I'm not playing it today, so I'm not like concerned about doing it right now. I didn't have time right after work to do anything about Assassin the buggy character. Who's the buggy character? stream. I'll either do it tomorrow or after stream today or tomorrow before I stream, or I'll forget about it entirely and do it during stream before I play tomorrow. He reverted it. No, he won't revert it. The only thing I could see, and I don't know. I'm not paying attention to threads and stuff. If you're gonna you don't completely gut the content just to immediately swing back the other direction. If anything, again, I could see maybe a switch. The score's going down by the hour at the moment. I mean, it makes sense. And, like, here's the thing. Personally, I don't really care about dungeon design that much. Like, the complex dungeons are, like, an entertaining aspect of the game, I'll say. I don't really care too much, personally. Like, I commented, Labby 1 has its fucking binary puzzle I love. I love the triple lock puzzle on floors 10, 11, and 12. Love that puzzle in Labby 1. But, like, the reason I like Labby 1 is the RPG gameplay. Right, I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh, you know, the labyrinth aspects is the things that, like, cause me. I don't really care, personally. I understand that some people who do, that aspect I'm not really that diehard for. It's just the part of it that really is. It is. Wow. Down from 82 to 75 in a really short span. Hold on, I wanna look at this on Steam now. Yeah. There are even positive votes that are complaining about it. Oh, buddy. Oh, this has got... And the thing is, it's like, look at most of these posts. 50 hours, 60 hours, 100 hours, 80 hours. Like, these are people who are dedicated to this. Who are like, these are the people who are into Labby before and were waiting for this game. The people who have dropped 100 hours to this. It is fascinating. Maybe a difficulty option for the dungeons is a good idea. I mean, if he, this is the thing. I feel like if he goes back, because even every single recent positive post is just. I'm enjoying this too much. I always feeling after having done this changeover a handful of negative reviews. Yeah, it's just... It's just a whole interesting dilemma. Oh, bad line. Bad line. Oops. 11, I need you to start shit-talking my gameplay and Touhou as a whole, and I'm going to completely revert my brand and start playing, like, Call of Duty. Actually, who plays Call of Duty anymore? Fortnite, obviously. That's the way to go. Where's the gameplay? I feel like the one option, like the one thing he actually has to do at this point is a toggle, right? And I'm not saying the game should have a toggle. I don't think it should have had it from the beginning. But I think at this point, like, if you're gonna go into it and, like, just make a compulsory change off of a little bit of criticism, the problem is, and then what? Like, just completely revert it back out of nowhere? Just because of a bit of criticism? You might say, okay, this is more than a bit of criticism, but the point still remains. It's like... It's just a shit show. And I just feel like that's the only, like... That's the only result that doesn't feel... Like... That's the only result that doesn't feel... Like, impulse. Like... impulse based on off of like a little bit of negative comments at this point, because if he just reverts it back completely, like say 1.011 comes out and he's like, yep, I've decided to go back completely, I'm sorry, you know, for all this, it's like, and then it feels like the entire thing is on gut impulse of just like whatever people are gonna cry about, and then that's it. Secondary is the downfall of every franchise. That's definitely a true thing. I wouldn't say it's the downfall of every franchise, but it's a major issue with franchises. But it's not. It's like you can appeal to a tamer audience like that. You can have like potential options. Like, I'm a lunatic player. I don't play these games on lower difficulties anymore. I don't find that entertaining myself. I'm not going to shit-talk people. It's TW coming to Steam. TW should never come to Steam. Never. I'll talk. I'll occasionally make jokes about it, and I'll like joke for promoting it. And honestly, if there's a world where it'd be cool to promote it, it should never, ever come to Steam. Not because porn-based content, but because of it like, just... You gotta gatekeep communities. For a reason. Plus gatekeeping? Absolutely. Anything about Takeo complaining? So, Labyrinth of Touhou tried. Okay. 3 Peso, who's the man who made the Labyrinth games, okay? Labyrinth the Touhou 1, one of my favorite games of all time. Probably top 3. Labyrinth the Touhou 2, probably top 5 favorite games of all time. Love them. Labyrinth the Touhou tri-drop, just like a week and a half ago or something. 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago at this point. Love that. I wasn't paying attention because I'm ranting. And, okay, and it's been getting some good reviews, but there's been a small amount of people who've left some negative reviews complaining that some of his dungeon puzzles were too hard. And he's had a lot of difficult dungeon puzzles in both of the games up till now. I haven't gotten to the late game, but, those yes. So he decided just to completely, scrap them. Just completely gut them. He just gutted them. Gutted a lot, there's the ice physics puzzles. Then you can have your issues about ice mechanics where you hop in a tile and it slides all the way through, so you have to set them. You can like or dislike them. That's its own thing. He just completely gutted them, and now because he did all of this because he didn't like getting negative reviews, and since then he's gotten nothing but review bombed on Steam. It has been a down curve. 11 has posted the image just a little bit ago of the review rating and just its constant drop as of late. And so it's been a whole shit show. Because he made this change because he didn't like people giving negative comments of, oh, the dungeons are some of the dungeons are too hard. Well, unfortunately for him, the response to him was removing that content effectively has been, at least on Steam, has been significantly harsher. But don't worry, the Japanese are sucking him off, so that's good enough. Although I'll have to see. I don't know the exact context of that. You'd have to ask 11 for the deets. So that has been a whole shit show the past 24 hours. 18 hours. Wait for the negative reviewers who say that they die against bosses. Well, if you die against bosses, you can just play at normal difficulty, right? Get higher item drop. Here's the thing. I will say, I've heard about that whole thing. I will say the way it was worded in his difficulty selection thing, it was not the best. Here's the thing, I don't care about about item drop rate at Lunatic. If he lowers item drop rate on Lunatic, that's fine, in my opinion. I think keeping the higher XP rate is what is nice, is important though. It's a good thing. Although even that doesn't feel necessary, but. The Labby games. Me when my character gets hit by a 60% chance of death, I lose the run. Honestly, I think a big thing is just that I wish the normal enemies were stronger on Lunatic. Like, the fact that Lunatic just lowers your level against bosses, I'm kind of fine with that, but I just wish that normal enemies were compensated with that the same. The farm XP in the yeah, that is one thing. I mean, I'm not that far, but like the one benefit is that I'm not grinding XP for bosses. I'm grinding strategy for bosses, which I really like that. No HP. Okay, that just sounds like a skill issue. 11. Now this leads to another interesting conundrum, which is, you know, say he doesn't do anything, where does it go long term? Right? Assuming other, assuming he releases other patches over time, none of that stuff is going to get bumped up to, 1.0008. And I doubt it'll stay the same forever, but then what happens when you get to, the world where if a plus disc comes out? Slime girls got you. Well, I'll see those slime girls when I get there. More dungeon floors on a straight line only cater to modern audiences. So true. I wish Spooter was here so she would start ranting as well. Where's the yellow paint meme? Yeah, those are their turn-based gameplay, hack and slash, make it more Souls-like. Yeah. People nowadays don't like turn-based RPGs anymore. We gotta spice it up a bit. Oh! Add a parry feature. Yup. Mm-hmm. Obviously. Just, conundrum. Skip any turn button if you're not ready for an attack. True. Might as well add some rare candies like you get level 99 immediately. Lunatic difficulty needs to have an option to, so that you don't have to do the challenge level. Like the challenge level is an option on Lunatic, but like you don't have to do that, right? Like you can turn on the option to like not do the challenge level on Lunatic, but you should still get the rewards, you know, that you might get otherwise. Oh, almost good coin. Where's the unlock equipment button? So, like, you can unlock all the equipment in the game. Should give yourself the option for that, right? You should have difficulty option that less skillful players get to experience being looting. Yeah. The game should have a bomb button. You just press the bomb and it just does like a quarter of the boss's HP. And you're allowed like up to 4 bombs a battle. You don't have to use them, but like you can. Also, we should enable the backliner option, which gives it so that all backliners can act as well. They're immune to damage while they're in the back, but they can also like do things. So, why did I forgot not to? While we're at it, we should probably remove the bosses and just have the cutscenes. Because we're supposed to be very story focused on this one. I think we should just probably get rid of the bosses altogether. Probably a good idea. Just focus on the cutscenes. Why is it a web B? Hello, Fammy. 21. Get rid of cutscenes too for people who can't. Well, yeah, that's a good point. If having the cutscenes where you have to read the dialogue is very insensitive to the blind audience, so we should probably be aware of that as well. I have a love-hate relationship with UFO. Come on, bro, you just put 2 links in a row? Oh my gosh, I played full screen. I have to, like, alt-tab out. It's such a pain, bro. Holy moly. Yeah, it's a good one. Don't click them. Well, I want to make sure you're not linking porn. Not that you do that, but, like, I just gotta make sure. Ooh, better. Also, we also need to give Labby Try a confidant like option. We need to allow a romantic relationship status, and like you have an affinity level with characters. You gotta move that. You took down your favorite website. What's your favorite website? Happy website when scary day. Who took it down? The people who own the website, or like the German government, or like internet? Like, who took down the website? There's also a difference. Unless you're talking about Owara. In which case, unfortunately, that's been down for like over a month at this point. And then D-site, yeah, I did. Is there a problem? You're gonna look at me suspicious after what you just said as well, huh? Why am I the one who gets the eye? But like the domain or like whatever the host that was that site was using for their stuff, like basically just terminated their deal or whatever with them. So they've been past like months trying to. Oh, whoa, I forgot what I'm doing. I was like, wait a second, that's not how you do that attack. So they spent a month trying to they spent over the past month trying to stop a new host for their site. Honestly, while he's at it too, 3Pacer should just add like nudity to the game too. Make sure we can appeal to that demographic. Oh, what's... I hate you! Yeah, I don't want to do the final anyway. Uh-oh, what's this one? It's the YouTube link. Surely it can't be bad. Oh, this. What is this, 2016, bro? Holy shit. Yeah, with the present, man. Posted prison Ilya. Oh, that's not the problem. It's just 2016, bro. We live in the present. Also, Ilya is clearly the only good thing to ever come out of Fades. Who's that? I wonder which one you're referring to. Which are you talking about, the Fate anime or the Ilias spinoff? Yeah, I know what you're referring to. If I'm not mistaken, I've never seen Fate, nor have I seen the Ilias spinoff. But I'm pretty sure that's from the Ilias spinoff. I think. Why would you go down on me? I walked in. Why would I go into the bullet? Didn't do it. Yes, girl. I'll take your word, 11, because I trust your opinion a bit. As long as it doesn't come down to Tenchi Lost Branch. So sure, I'll take your word. Yeah. I have no knowledge of who that is. I know Saber, because I ECC, and I know Ilya, and that's it. Those are the only Fate names I know. We pay so good in his game like Lost Branch did Tenchi. So true. I should have gone what? I only know Fate through like memes and stuff, and because it's like it's popular enough that it gets talked about. That's my only experience with Fate. I don't know anyone who's like seen Fate or anything. Obviously, the only good thing about Fate is the Ilias spin-off. I didn't know Fate was a foreign VN until a friend told me. I didn't have a friend tell me. I didn't know it was a foreign VN till like for a few years. Like I found about it through memes, through like a meme of someone being like, I didn't know this was a foreign VN. And I was like, oh, neat. Through memes. No, I don't go looking up Fate porn. Right, Saber's British. Like, why would I go after that? Touhou already has plenty of peak. I don't need more Ilya stuff. I don't need Fate characters. Plus, they turned Fate into a gacha. Now you could say they did the same with Touhou, but I'll say it wasn't Zune who made that. Cool. Fate gacha at fan art circle since the pandemic. I haven't really heard much of Fate in general in years, since probably before the pandemic. Have you guys seen Jujutsu Kaisen though? Oh my gosh! What about Geo? Because you need to find gachas Cannot play and just say it sucks because it's gotcha. So based, man. Holy moly. Mod this man immediately. Your Reddit gold, sir. I'm sorry, I hate Reddit. Oh, I know Fate Geo was massive for a while. Oops! We trust us not, no need to investigate. Of course, let's just go straight. You had one based opinion, boom, throw you straight into the ring. You be trusted immediately. You'll never abuse your power. La 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 la. For you, I wonder how suggestive this image is going to be. No, it's not bad. You're off the hook. Fine, you hate your pins? No, I'm not. I'm not applying anything towards anyone else. I was just making a joke towards Chicken Butt. Also, the other joke is I haven't modded a single person. I don't have mods. I am my only mod. So if I ever say I'm gonna mod somebody, that also. Fucking, of course, I do it like 3 times in a row and it's not in the middle of a run. Okay, I immediately walked in the first bullet. I do deserve that. This guy. Okay, who wants to die to Mickey? Me! You know, I haven't seen any Twitch bots in a hot second. Now that I think about it. I was just thinking, I was like, yeah, I don't have any mods, but that's just because, like, I don't need one. I don't need any right now. I have no need for one. It's like, and I was just like, you know, I haven't even seen any Twitch bots in a hot second. Sorry, you need them all? No, that's fine. Like, I'm not missing them. Well, besides this 0, 0, you know, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1 like, guy, he's like all numbers in his names. Like, you're telling me this guy's not a bot? Like, really? Like, looks like one to me. Yeah, I mean, look at this typical bot behavior. Here comes the Discord friend link any second now. Or the Twitter link. I'm sorry, it's X, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, we don't use X anymore. It's Blue Sky. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was too far. Not only did I mention one dog shit site, I mentioned 2. My bad. I should have traumatized people. You have cheap art services? Yeah, join Discord. Do you make porn? Listen, I need the classic Splatoon art meme. Dude, this is great. I love this. You should draw her giving birth. Hello, Phantom Buggo. I don't know why I just call you Phantom Buggo. I never do it. I always just call you Buggo. I don't know why I just one time did that. Hey, Jimmy, you Reimu with massive balls. No. I don't want Reimu with massive balls. I want Reimu with small balls getting dominated by Misumaru with massive balls. I don't actually want that. Don't send that to me. Hello, Bazoots. What happened in dealing with 3 pesos questionable design choices for the 3rd game in a row. Who would have thunk? Like I said earlier, I just need one of you guys to criticize me and or criticize Touhou as a whole, and I'm gonna be like, okay, that's it. I guess I should just switch over to playing Fortnite now, forever, and I'll stop playing Touhou for the rest of my life. And oh, oops, you're supposed to edge her. I guess the weird thing this time about like dealing with 3 peso questionable decisions is this time it's not questionable coding. It's questionable like it's like his actual like design choice rather than just questionable coding. Chris says to you too much of the same thing. He has so many things. Well, it's the fucking yin yangs that have a lot of them. It's like, what is this, Eastern Wonderland all over again? Also, Bug, what is Z Misumaru? It's not the only ChatGPT. It's called Fighting Z Misumaru. What is it? That doesn't make logical sense. Her name's Misumaru. There's no Z in front of it. It's a Pokemon move. We're doing our Z crystals. Capitalize it, but failed. You know what? I would make fun of you for that, but going out of your way to try to do capitalization, I gotta give respect, because half the Zoomers nowadays don't know how to do that, so I'll give you some slack that I normally don't give people when I try to give them shit. But just this time, okay? Oh, in other words, anyone love Discord and their design choices? Speaking of interesting designs. I shouldn't be on this wall, but I am here. You're just ready to get that one. That's true. Unfortunately, that's been true for a long time. Thanks, Europe, by the way. Yeah, Discord said that starting next month they're going to starting in March, they're gonna have every account registered with what do they call the teenage settings, unless you use a ID check or face scan to prove that you're not. That's true. It's not part of the EU anymore, so I'll still have to blame Europe though, because like I'm looking at you like Germany. I think you just gotta make a single good decision since you started using it. Oh, I mean, that's what happens when you run by furries. It's teenage setting. Basically, it doesn't. You're not an adult, so you don't have access to anything that is like that. There's a whole list of like specifics, but like. Instead of, at the very least, instead of, like, restricted channels having the comment of, oh, you know, do you admit you're 18 plus, it's like, it's based on your account. There's a thing of, like, some things that you're restricted for, you can go look into it if you want to see. Like, there's some things you have restricted access to. I also blame modern credit card companies not letting you fucking buy things on certain Japanese sites. Unbelievable. I love Sanyo Midnon. I dashed too far to the right. Every fucking time I go into this, I get 3 in a row in the middle of fucking practice. Get, like, immediately upon practice. I God forbid I do it in the middle of a run. Like the show for being piece of shit, make credit card companies pull stupid shit. Thank you. Well, don't ever give anyone your personal information to anyone. Yeah. Maybe we just actually start gatekeeping things more, then there wouldn't be as many issues. Crazy how that fucking works. Sorry guys, don't trust the random strangers. Go listen to the people whose names came up in the Epstein files. That's a better idea. Also, a completely, like, side note on this, I love this. Only funny for, like, people who know American sports at all, but I love Russell Wilson, pro football quarterback. I love how he came out and made a post because his name came up in the Epstein files, but his thing was, my name came up because at one point he was trying to buy an airplane, and one of the people that offered him an airplane was Epstein. He didn't buy anything from him, he never had dealings, but his name came up in the file, and people were like, what are you doing, buddy? And he's like, I had no dealings with this. I was just trying to buy a plane at one point, and he was one of the guys that offered me. Listen, people, listen, these Discord Nitro users can't stop grooming minors, so we have to have IDs. Looking at you, Limbus Company fans, huh? Yeah, fuck you. Okay, that's a bit too aggressive for me. Even for my opinions towards Limbus. Listen. I don't want to be that aggressive, okay? Like, I'll make some I'll make some comments, but like, I should. Users are too busy falling for free Nitros DM scams. True. Restricted channels. I believe it's also something with DMs, Alan. I'm not for sure off the top of my head. I think it's something DM related as well. Discord faces backlash over H checks after data breach exposed 70,000 IDs. Fucking geniuses, by the way. Da 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 da. Users who are not verified as adults are restricted from accessing sensitive content, age-restricted channels, and other interactive features. What the fuck does that mean? Only age-verified adults will be able to speak on Discord stage channels, audio-based spaces used for live events, panels, Q&As. Okay. That doesn't tell me everything I want to know, but that's some things. You want to talk about? Oh, it's easy. So if you purchase entry, be over 18, at least in my Discord. Just as a friendly reminder, don't tell me you're a minor here, or else I will ban you. Don't do it as a joke either. I should also clarify that. You're a minor and a crafter. I'll let that off the hook. For meow. So first we got 3 Peso doing questionable things, now we got Discord doing questionable things again. What else? Any other news? Any other companies? Any other news? People doing weird things? Your 500-year-old vampire lolly. Now what? Discord? Oh, they probably hate lollies. I'm probably confident. You know what they say about what's Twitch's stance on the word? Can I even say that word on Twitch? I would not be surprised if Twitch hates that word. Say before you don't think it's a big no word. I didn't think it was one, but like to be honest, I was like I wouldn't be surprised. Can't say, but a certain person from a certain country is found running an illegal biolab in America, getting several deadly and highly contagious diseases. Unbelievable. Pick the Touhou category, and to no surprise whatsoever, saw a wide furry game because I had no idea the title. What? What? Too many gotchas on it on Twitch for it to be banned. Have you seen ZZZ players having an absolute meltdown over somebody having a fucking lolly in a maid outfit? Shit's really funny. Place, yeah. I must confess, guys, I don't do my category properly. There's a specific Twitch category for Lost Branch of Legend, but when I'm streaming Lost Branch, I just stream it to Touhou Project. I don't stream it to Lost Branch, guys. I'm sorry. The correct place, because Touhou will draw attention. Or try to draw attention. Not really that much here in the West, I guess. The buying power is now allowed per TWC rules. Interesting. When did they just do that? Today? Huh. Weird. Oh, I just see an from Egg a comment saying Steam group. In case the scored age verification shuts people down. Love that. Oh, I will. Actually, I think I'm already a part of that now that I think about it. I don't actually know for a fact. I mean, I don't really care too much. It's not affecting anything I do. Like, I'm not going to be grabbing power anyway, but it's interesting to see that they did that. I love this spell. It's a beautiful spell, isn't it? I actually do like this spell. I definitely like it more than Bumper Crop. Even if it can do things to me at times. But not today. Terrible quality. I mean, you're generally gonna find that like everywhere throughout like streaming, right? Like, I'll toot my own horn a little bit, not that it's worth a whole lot, but like based on my average view count, I'm actually in one of like the top like 3% or something on fucking Twitch. I forget the exact number, but, like, unironically, just because of how much other there is. Here's never surprised. The hero of the series are freaks. I am both terrible and a freak. Okay, this time I'll edge her. There's a point where I even wonder if I should, because I'm kind of confident in my ability to, like, do this part normally, based on how many times I've whoopsie-wooed by edging. Two, 1, 0. We get up to individual interpretation and free. Nice word. Which reads over like shit. I like being nice when other people are terrible, and I like being terrible when other people are nice. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Just not stream to category 2. I don't know. I always just send it to Touhou. I don't actually know if you can stream to another two non-categories or not. I'm gonna stream to the just chatting. I'm just gonna sit here and like talk and do like reaction content, guys. Alright, LNN is playing the CBT category. You raise a good point. That's an aggressive move. I shouldn't have done that. Indeed it is. My bad. Oh, whoa, 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 shoddy. Whoa, girl. I love 2/3 movement. Whee! I'm the guy to Sanyo Midnight again. shit with people who talk shit in a joking manner. I mean, talking shit. I gotta make a great sailor at a fish market selling you half-rotten fish for a discount. Is that true? Like, one issue to be fair with talking shit is because, like, especially I've said this before, I have an advantage talking shit online. Because since I can actually, like, talk you with my voice, it's a lot easier to throw in nuance and to make it obvious, to make it a lot more obviously a joke. Though sometimes it falls on deaf ears regardless. Like, some people, it still won't hit them like that, but... Joking context can be hard to come by online, but even then, it's like... You shouldn't take things seriously online that much. Is that an early cutback? It's fine. I never die here anyway. We'll ignore the dozens of times I have died here. See? Literally free. It doesn't realize it's a joke, especially text. Fuck you. Well, again, to be fair, like, again, with me talking, vocal dialect can really, really sell a joke better. But also just experience, too, with individuals. Like, I'll sit there and go, you know, did you guys know that Peerless Wind God's actually just fucking free, dude? Like, holy shit. It's actually so free, bro. Like, did you guys know that people who died at Peerless Wind God are actually just, like, babies? They actually just so washed, bro. I love spam. I love spam. I don't like this section, not gonna lie. No, I am gonna lie. I love this section. Oh, fuck me. These guys smell like smoked ham. I can't smell anything on the stage because it's in a video game, and I don't know anything. Like smells don't come out of video. He was actually faking his voice, not his British accent voice through. Get you not just out on a riot, mate. Oh, exactly like where is this place? Give me that water bottle. Mate. Lock in? No, we're just gonna die the first bullet. Fuck, I didn't cut the bullet right fast enough. That first line was a bad line, though. To be fair, I should have died to the first line. That second line was actually easier than the first one, and I didn't make the second one. Keeps throwing for content, you got me. Busted. Fall for his bait. Yeah, I'm worried about I'm worried about running out of Touhou content if I get this LNN too quickly. Guys, I might run out of Touhou to do if I get the LNN too quickly. There might not be enough content, so I gotta lose on purpose. Oops. The LNN of tier 3 sub-only stream. game. Well, it doesn't help that this Stage 1 is turbo cheeks. Stage 2 is great. I love Stage 2. I don't really have much to complain about Stage 2. Stage 1 is booty. Like, just booty rocking everywhere, and not in the sexy kind. Although I'm not really into ass anyway, so... Like, it takes a lot for me to really be into that type of thing. Or maybe not a lot. It's like... Your body's ready for PDH on LNN pace. I don't think I am. I think you go by too fast. Yeah, I'm worried about getting every single LNN too quickly, guys. And then I run out of Touhou content. We'll ignore all the other possible things I could do in mainline Touhou, let alone all the fan games I play too. I'm gonna run out of things to do. My stream career is gonna be over in 2 weeks after I get every LNN and decide that there's nothing more for me to do. Warm right now. It's not even that warm down. Why is my face so warm? Maybe I've just been yelling too much today. Thanks, 3 Peso in Discord. I appreciate it. Look what they've done. I'll blame Alan. It's probably his fault. He's the one who set everything off today. So I forget who it was that said it, but one of my favorite interactions I've had on stream was I made a joke, and I like made a joke about Alan at one point. You weren't here, Alan, and I forget who it was, but someone's like, "Don't joke about Alan. He's like the nicest guy I know." I was like, "Yeah, that's why it's funny to make a joke about him, because he absolutely would never say it, so it's really funny." I made a joke about you being toxic, I think it was. I think it was like in regards to Cinnamon or something, because... To make you say it. No, I think I made a joke about you, like, bullying Cinnamon into trying the lol K LNN, something like that. Or like pushing him, like, bullying him into doing, like, you know, bottom hug only, like, no focus caps or something. Probably among the top 10% most toxic people in chat. I agree, definitely. Doing 6 perfect stage clears together, does that count for an LNN? Yeah, totally. That's definitely how it works. Listen, Alan was arguing back at me when I was telling him that about the subjectiveness of safe spot terminology. He is just a terrible, toxic human being. It's be perfect freeze with only one bomb. I mean, perfect freeze. Pretty volatile. Volatile attack kills people, especially if you're not used to it. A lot going on, and then also like the sudden stop can throw you off your game, especially when you haven't done it enough to like know the freeze timing. Oops. It's okay. We don't need to edge. Edging is for betas. Gooning is for alphas. We are certified goon maxers out here. Talk to and spin on that thing, am I right? Yukari called out, canceled after her name was found in the Epstein emails. Translate what you just said. What, the edging at Alpha's goon maxing and Hakuwa? 11, don't pretend like you're 50, okay? We already have Alan here, who's, like, pretending to be an ancient human in the realm of Touhou. Like, I've been here for 84 years! We don't need you to also pretend like you're literally, like, 90 and a boomer. That's fast boomer, eh? Boomer, but you get the point. So then ESC Brigade Alan doing the initial stages in reverse order. Since 1840. No, he hasn't been here since 1840. He's been here for 84 years. Because the joke I make is that most Touhou players that fucking come in here, or at least like some of them, like try to fucking play off that they've been around for like ages and that they're fucking like 50 years old or some shit. Yeah, I've been around since the old days. Like, what the fuck you mean old days? Yeah, back in my day. They talk like they're frickin' 80-year-olds telling you how they used to walk to the fucking war down the street. Yeah, we'd have to go to war every day on the way to school. Back in the old days. That's why I make a joke that every fucking Touhou player is actually just like 80 years old. You've been around the old days since 24. It's a super low guy. It's Sonya over. Over, yeah. And I guess I'm 23. I'm turning 24 literally next month. I think I'm cooked. I think I passed my prime, guys. I think I should probably retire. Oops. Oops. Why am I so warm right now? Oops. This is 11, this is why we can't have nice things around here. Come on, I know you can't act surprised by that. That's an old meme. I don't think that's a 4chan meme, but that's some old thread meme. I forget which one. Listen, the advantage, the nice thing about having 11 here and having conversations like this is that it scares out the normies. So that is something I do actually appreciate. It actually does like the gatekeeping for me. It's the one good thing. Yeah, I've been playing for an hour and a half. My life is over. Be one of those people who goes on Reddit. Guys, I'm 17. I've never had a girlfriend. Is it over for me? Am I cooked? Bro, I don't have people saying racial slurs. I don't have people talking about politics. That's basically like the two nice lines we had. Do you have good pace? What do you mean good pace? It's fucking Mickey. Talk about eggs a lot. It's been a while. Yeah, rule one about conversation: you can't just force a conversation to occur. It's gotta get there for some means. Words are hard. Oh, 11. Tenji has finally showed up in Fantasy Maiden Wars. Just mentioning because I know how I know how you are, Tenji. Fuck you! You beat her up? I did beat her up. So I think she's gonna join my party, because Iku's on my party. And with Iku on my party, it's just been nothing but god egg jokes. Ugh. It's worth playing after all. Yeah, Tenchi will show up. I believe it's chapter 58. So you just gotta go that far. And then the Tenchi comes in. Seeing all things in between the bubbles, and she loves to just decide at random times. You know what? Fuck you. In a nice, consensual way. Ugh. I don't understand these guys. They shoot purple bullets, but, like, sometimes they don't. And when they start shooting, it's just so random. Getting the LNN this month? If you're betting on me getting the LNN this month, I hate to break you, but you're probably going broke. Can you ever... No, I will inevitably get the LNN, as long as I don't die before then. Until it's the only thing holding you back. That's how it works. I will get the LNN within this year. Maybe it'll be a few months, maybe it'll be a little longer than a few months, who knows. But I can tell you, That the odds of me getting it this month are very low. Just how it is. It's not me being like, I can't play Touhou. Once again, I'm not in a rush. My end goal here is not to LNN this game, but it's as I've said before, it's to get every LNN. I'm not in a rush. Take it one step at a time. How do you climb a mountain? One step at a time. 11, are you trying to be toxic right now? Oh, he's a realist. Obviously, with how much you talk about how I'm going to get the LNN within a few days. More people believe in you, the better your odds are. That's how LNNs work. Damn, I didn't realize that. Shit, you have 0. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you. Listen, maybe it's just my own stances, but, like, I'm plenty cognizant to the fact that, like, having an LNN doesn't, like, really have meaning. Trust me, I have 3. Like, if all you're after is the title or status of something like this, there's no point. Like, don't play Touhou for an LNN. If that's your whole thing. Here on the TD Wiley Beats got both of 2 sessions. Can I get some of your streamer luck then? Like, obviously you have to want your result. But I hold all my value in the LNN in the grind itself. Like, the build-up and all of it. Like, obviously, my Mountain of Faith run is great. I'm very happy with it, but, like, it's very much like everything before that too. And you notice this because, like, when I've gotten an LNN, again, I got 3 of them at this point, which of course isn't a ton, but it's a fucking solid amount. It's like, obviously, I'm very happy, but there's a question that people get asked when something happens, which is like, oh, when did it hit you? And the answer is it just never does. Like, there's a certain feeling of emptiness in a result like that if you try to dwell too much on the result, it'll give you the empty feeling left over. Again, I've said before, but, like, when I got my first LNN, which was the PCB one, 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna kill it early. I literally within half an hour of getting that LNN, I was grinding Subterranean. Literally within half an hour, because I got the PCB one early in the stream. Within half an hour, I was already on to the next thing. Because, like, obviously, it's not to say that there's no meaning in success in whatever you're trying to do. That's obviously not the case. But, first of all, you want to make sure, you want to tie it to meaning of your own. You don't want to take it competitively, especially, like, don't look at a leaderboard when it comes down to this type of thing, because that can really hurt you in terms of your mental for this. Yeah, I didn't call my boss, tell them to demand for promotion. It's not just spectacle. Yeah. Slop from slop. We're just adding slop to every. I mostly agree with you, chicken butt, but we're just adding slop to everything. Competitive slop, I'm sure is the term that he's aiming for here. Like again, the whole thing I say about Touhou here, and why I started on this was for a long time, like I've played games. I used to play Dota a little competitively too, but for a long time I always wanted something to take seriously to a degree. I wanted something to better myself at, and not just because like, oh, I want to be the greatest Touhou player of all time or something. I wanted something to sit down and to push myself with. I wanted to something that'll better me. To make me feel like I'm actually doing something more. So that's one of the reasons I started Touhou, and that's one of the reasons I started streaming as well. But all of my goals for Touhou have always been surrounded with me. Which you'd say it's selfish to a degree, but I'd say it's different. He sent naked pictures. He sent me naked pictures of Yo. I don't know if I've sent you any nudity. I know you have to me. I don't know if I've ever actually sent you any. Maybe I'll change that someday just to break that narrative. Yeah, competitive mindsets are good for some people and they're bad for some people. Competition can drive me, definitely. I love Stage 3, my beloved. But I usually try to ignore other people when I'm writing this type of thing. I find it's usually just negative to my brain. Otherwise, personal comparison. Well, there's sometimes where comparison can be good because when you have, especially in competition, because when you have someone else there to look at, you're like you have someone else to like push yourself to be better. Then there's an extent to it where it's good. In things, especially like with competitive things, it's like lack of competition leads to stagnation, which leads to nothing. In a lot of things. But Touhou's not competitive. Not innately. Not unless you really go out of your way to try to make it so. Huh! Fuck me. Fuck me! Yeah, I was completely off. What is that picture? Renosuke Remy. Competitive. Yeah, that's why I usually try to ignore stuff. I try to avoid other people per se when it comes to Touhou, which is kind of weird if you think about it, but it says one streaming. I know it's a little weird. But don't take your success as a given. You gotta put the time into it. Right? I'm always, and like, because my whole intention with Touhou is to keep getting better. Like I could sit here and talk about, like, yeah, I'm pretty good. And I can and will say that. To a confident degree. But, that's not enough for me. I want to get better. I could go into Touhou games and act like, yeah, I'm just going to get every LNN. But, like, I'm only going to get these LNNs if I put in the time like this. Right? Why do I sit down and I grind Sanyo as much as I do? I gotta fucking put in that... I can't just rip things constantly and then act like my success is a given. Like, oh, it's just gonna come to me. Oops. Mirabelle list is uncommon reason for why you're LNN. I think it's probably similar thing for speedruns, right? There's speedrun.com. A lot of people do those, probably. For the idea of status. It's Quag. What the fuck is Quag? This is not the first time I've seen QUOG. What the fuck does that mean? I can't tell. Like, I've seen it. I'm often like, is someone just like mistyping something, or does that like mean something? You're on the Maribel list. Are you on the naughty side or the good side? Dude, the Maribel list is gonna turn to the Epstein list. Question dog meme. I don't understand that, but I will let that be. Because at least it makes some sense. Like spinning those yin yangs. Are you talking about those opening yin yangs? I do it sometimes. Like I can do this. I'm just usually not much of a spinner in Touhou. What I was saying was just... It's like, I know to a degree that, like, if I constantly keep trying to push myself in Touhou, I will get this LNN eventually if I keep going for it, but, like, I'm not going into it treating my success as a given. Like, I have to go for it, man. You know, people celebrate before you cross the finish line. Oops, I popped open the menu. It's fucking over here. Can't post in here because the link is from Reddit and I hate Reddit. I appreciate the sentiment, chicken butt. But the only people who celebrate before they cross the finish line are those who are too young to have learned some hard lessons, right? Maybe not necessarily too young, too inexperienced. My run's invalid? Damn, my run's invalid. How am I going to survive? Okay. But I don't base my runs necessarily off of some group context, right? Like, not every rule set I'm going off of for my runs in Touhou is necessarily based off of, some common rule set, right? Like, I don't do timeouts. This is an important thing, right? Like, I've found this before. I've reset on Orin Midnon 2 Stage 4, if I've timed it out. Oops. I just have my own personal takes. No players have a timer on. What do you mean by that? Good Sarah, make sure everything is... I mean, the only thing I ever turn on is Everlasting BGM, right? And I always, like, turn it off instinctively between practices. So, it's like, I never have it on in the middle of a run anyway. It takes a good smile, firm handshake, and bam, you get the LNN, yeah. These guys only accept live streams LNNs as real. How aggressive do you want me to get in here? Well, first of all, this is the Chinese. Which is, may or may not be filled with the most people who have, you know, tried to plagiarize runs. Right? So, there's some credit to that there. I can't say I know this for sure in, like, the Touhou sphere, I just know this in abroad. Oops. Like, the sad thing about Touhou, theoretically, is there's like a theoretical idea that, like, there's potentially a time where, like, you would need to have a secondary source going on of, like, a live stream or something to validate a run. But the good news is competitive, Lunatic Touhou is just not done enough to... It's just not a thing enough to really require that, which is nice. Like, there's not enough people trying to fake that type of thing. Because partially, you know, there's a question of, like, why. Obviously, you could ask this everywhere, but, like, Touhou is just not a thing enough to warrant that. I think any run that doesn't have a visible heart rate monitor is invalid. Definitely true. Scoring, sometimes people only give, like, screenshots as evidence frowned upon. I should do that. I should take a picture at the end of a run. Like, a really grainy, like, faded picture at the end of a run. And be like, guys, I got the LNN. It clearly says normal in the top right of the screen. I have, like, no lives remaining. Guys, I got the LNN. Ooh. First try, too. Gosh, guys, I think I'm actually at the grace full time. Jordan not let it the rest of the game. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, TDLNN, use your proof. Damn, you're really good, 11. It's not even the fucking end of the run. Oh, wow! That's almost like 2 hours. I'll go like one. You know what? Let's just... No, let's just do like a Sanyo, and then Mubiani. Yeah, I don't believe for. He's got his evidence right there. It's obviously his. It's clearly his run. Do you see any, like, anything denying that? Like, clearly it's 11's. Are you gonna doubt him? Yeah. No, don't download from LunarCast. Go to, like, YouTube or something, find something with, like, a watermark thumbnail that's clearly someone else's, and then send that. Actually, what you should do is you should take my LNNs 11 and just try to upload and just try to, like, post them in my name. Or in your name, excuse me. Oops. TV. I'm concerned that I'm going to wake up tomorrow and feel sick. That is my current concern right now. gonna go to bed. My brain's fault. My brain's shutting up. Whoa, what am I doing? Wait, 11, I have a better idea. I need you to, like, clearly fake a Touhou run, and then I'm gonna farm content off that. I could, like, make a thumbnail of, like, a pog phase, and, like, put, like, red text and everything of, like, cheated run, question mark, question mark, question mark. I can, like, drama bait off of it. Too good of a cheater to get caught. You just use epic cheats like Brassy and playing the game. I mean, I'm a certified cheater. You guys gotta ban me. I'm using the frack. That's a modified tool, you guys. I think you guys should ban me, remove me from the scene, cancel me. Go online right now and talk about how much of a plague I am to the scene. What? Oh! Let's ignore minimum ranges. Listen, sometimes when you stay up too late, Gypsum, things happen. But hello, Gypsum, hope you're doing well. So people in the chat that are currently sus? What do you mean by currently sus? You mean me? Well, you know, guys. I've been lying to you this whole time. Everything is pre-recorded. Son of a beach. Hell deflecting from himself. All in stream? Yeah, Alan has no streamed run, no heart rate monitor, like, and we're expected to believe this guy? Because nobody would get some in LNN, would you get approved? You'd get looked on with a lot more scrutiny than others, and if it was fake, it'd be a lot more likely that would get caught. Because if you have no track record, they would look at you with more scrutiny than they would otherwise. Not that they wouldn't otherwise, but like, for example, like I'm gonna cheat a run, but like the advantage of me cheating a run is at this point, if I just like posted a run, people would not look at my run like that significant. Especially, like, say I do get the Touhou 18 LNN, I put it up, I know Alan looks through some things, but say other people, it's like I have a whole, like, track record of me, like, playing this game. So, like, people aren't really, like, looking too in-depth at, like, fully verifying me. But, like, if you just show up out of if you have no track record or anything, if you show up and you're like, hey, I'm grinding USD or something, and you spend a long time grinding USD, and then you eventually get the run, people are going to be like, oh yeah, this guy's fairly trustworthy in this regard. So they're less likely to be super scrutinous over looking through things. Doesn't mean people won't scrutinize and look through things that much, but like less likely to be that. Fuck! Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. It's been 2 hours. Take what we got, move on. Say we'll be back for more tomorrow. Because they always are, except on Wednesdays.